Hey everybody, welcome to Celeb Pad. Today we are going to look at 10 celebrities that hate Ellen DeGeneres and why they hate her so much. You definitely want to watch to the end, because some of these will certainly surprise you. Number 10. Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers. Comedians always seem to be laughing and having a good time, but behind the scenes there's tension, spite, and sometimes malicious intent between comedians. This was no different for Joan Rivers and Ellen DeGeneres. Though they seemed to get along on screen, they had their issues behind the scenes. Number 9. Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore. After hosting a show together, Barrymore and DeGeneres were described as oil and water. They simply did not get along, battling over who would be the primary show host and who should have creative rights. These two have really had bad blood since. Number 8. Kelly Ripa. Kelly Ripa. When Ripa's ex-co-host Michael Strahan left the morning show, Ripa expected her circle of friends to ignore him. She expected them to take her side, but Ellen instead invited him on her show. Ripa stated she felt blindsided to this, expecting DeGeneres to have her back and ignore Strahan. Instead, she invited him on her show. Number 7. Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner. This one still is a bit confusing for a lot of people. When Bruce Jenner made the transition to Caitlyn, she was invited on The Ellen Show. This is where DeGeneres and Jenner had a disagreement on gay marriage and the morals about it. DeGeneres, being gay, was confused why Caitlyn would be against gay marriage, considering her own lifestyle. This created a huge rift between the two of them. Number 6. Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan does not hide his feelings towards DeGeneres, stating that she was not good enough to host larger events, and that he should host them instead. Morgan is relatively open about his feelings on his own show, Good Morning Britain, and states that she is an offensive show host. Number 5. Susan Sarandon. Susan Sarandon describes DeGeneres' friendship with former President George W. Bush as disgraceful, stating that his war crimes are despicable and she dissociates herself with anyone who openly defends his actions. Number 4. Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffin. Most recently, there has been some strife with Griffin and DeGeneres over the death of Joan Rivers. Griffin reached out to DeGeneres and asked her to speak about Rivers on her show, where DeGeneres responded with a no, saying there was a difference in being funny and being mean. This really upset Griffin, and turned the tides of their already rocky relationship. Number 3. Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo is another celebrity that dislikes Ellen on her relationship basis with George W. Bush. He even tweeted, "Until George W. Bush is brought to justice for the crimes of the Iraq War, including American-led torture, Iraqi deaths, and displacement, and the deep scars, emotional and otherwise, inflicted on our military that served his folly, we can't even begin to talk about kindness." Number 2. Jameela Jamil. Jameela Jamil, like many other celebrities, has negative feelings towards DeGeneres because of her relationship with political figures. She disagrees with DeGeneres on a political level, and feels that the Be Kind motto and the political agenda of DeGeneres do not line up. Number 1. Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell dislikes Ellen based on personal religious beliefs. Burrell was supposed to be a guest on DeGeneres' show, but was later uninvited after having a homophobic sermon. Due to DeGeneres' own sexual orientation, she was offended by the sermon and has since not invited Burrell back to the show. Burrell was offended herself by the dismissal from the show and has since spoken out against Ellen. Thanks for watching, and leave a comment if you think Ellen deserves the hate or not. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Celeb Pad.